Welcome back, Link Crew leaders. We have done so much maintenance on the Link Crew program and we've taken all of your suggestions into account. Please sit back, relax, and take a journey through overview section, and this will take you through our entire Link Crew website that we've revamped just for you. On our homepage, you can see on the left-hand side we have general information, lessons, Link Homeroom, Link Leader of the Month, news, surveys, and a sitemap. Right below that you can see how many days are till our next event. So there's 14 days at this moment until Flying Leap. On the right hand of the home page, you will find a calendar that marks all of the dates that you are required to attend. In past, they used to call Tuesdays Advisor-Advisee Days. This year, they were referring to them as Development Days. These days are now 40 minutes long instead of 50. This year, there are 16 Development Days that you are required to attend in your freshman homerooms. It is your responsibility to schedule all appointments on other days than Development Days. We'll talk later in the video how we are using a 5-strike system and you're out policy this year. Finally, on the lower left-hand side of our homepage, you'll see internal news that will update you with reminders of what is coming up as well as our mission statement. A suggestion that you all made from last year was that you were tired of waking up at 7 a.m. and coming in for Link Crew training on Tuesday mornings. Well, I agree. I didn't want to come in anymore this year either. So instead, we're putting all of our Link videos online this year. You'll watch them, you'll learn what we're doing, and then you'll take a short quiz to see if you know what you're doing. So I'm going to walk you through the lesson site and hopefully you'll like it. There are 16 lessons that you will be in charge of with your freshmen this year. 2 of them will be already delivered by the Schwebs team that we will upload at a later time. But for now, let's start with Lesson 1. Lesson 1 is Welcome Posters and Surveys. Every lesson will have a very brief overview of what's going to happen in the lesson. So for example, Lesson 1, you'll be watching a DVD played on Channel 73. There's going to be a freshman survey and check-in, and you're going to be creating posters. You'll be watching a video that will tell you all about how to do the lesson, as well as you can see below there will be a quiz that you need to take once you've seen the lesson. If you notice below the page, it says LC Follow-Up 1 PDF. This is actually the written lesson plan that you can print off and follow along as well. But don't be fooled. You can't just read the lesson plan or just watch the video to answer the questions on the quiz. You must do both. Every Link Crew leader is required to take the short quiz. And yes, it is short and it is not hard. So take your time and do it right. It must be postmarked by the time it says on the lesson. So for welcome poster surveys, quiz must be completed by 8 p.m. by 9/9/13. If it's not in by that time, you're going to get a strike. Just remember, this year, 5 strikes and you're out as a Link Crew leader. But we'll talk about that more in the next chapter. But you're probably thinking, Coach K, what are lessons 9 through 14? What the heck are standouts? Well, that's a new program we've developed this year that is really going to work on team building within the homeroom, and then you guys will be competing against the other homerooms in a series of different games, activities, team building, problem solving, all that kind of good stuff. And you guys are going to be competing against other homerooms to be the winner of our standout, because you are the standout homeroom we're looking for. This year, we're proud to announce a new program we're starting for all of our Link Crew leaders. It's called Link Crew Leader of the Month Award. Every month, we're going to pick a new Link Crew leader who has done outstanding work with their freshmen. We're going to be asking your freshman homeroom teachers what they think. We're going to actually ask your freshmen what they think. So every month, we're going to have a new Link Crew Leader of the Month. We'll get your picture with me, Miss Bosley, and Coach Lawrence. as well as receive a fancy-dancy certificate. So like they say in baseball, 5 strikes and you're out of here. Well, I guess they say 3, but we're going to give you an extra 2 because we know things happen. So I'm going to walk you through what the 5 strikes are. So, how do you get strikes? Well, the first one is that your quiz is late. Folks, we're not asking you to come in at 7 a.m. anymore. We're asking you to take the quizzes online, watch the videos, and print out the lessons so you are prepared for your lessons on Tuesday during development days. The second strike is you are absent on development days. What that means is you might have made an appointment by mistake, or your mom might have made an appointment by mistake for you to go to the dentist, the doctor, whatever. You might just be sick and barfing at home. That's going to be a strike. That's why you have 5. Our expectation is for you to always be there. Another way to get a strike is a rating from a teacher is 0. All your freshman homeroom teachers are going to be rating you from 0, 1, or 2 every single time there's a development day. 2 is the best. You rocked it. You did the lesson. Everything was great. You were interacting with your freshmen. 1, you were a little off, but you still did okay. If you get a rating of a 0, that's terrible. You shouldn't be a Laker leader if you're getting a 0. That means you're sitting on your cell phone, doing nothing, not interacting. So if you get a 0, you get a strike. Finally, the way you get a strike, and obviously you'll just be out permanently from the game, is if you break any school rules. So the school rules can be outlined in the school handbook, and that includes substance abuse, fighting, breaking any of the rules, and that is because you are a leader. You were chosen because we believe in you. So if you break the school rules, we don't want you, you're out of here. You're probably thinking, wow, this is a lot to take in. Sure it is, but we're going to give you a contract just like this at Flying Leap that outlines all the different strikes and how you can get them. You'll be able to sign it. You'll be able to ask Ms. Bosley and I some different questions if you have any concerns. But we believe in you. That's why we chose you. So keep a positive attitude and be a leader. Finally, I just want to touch on social media and how you need to use this as a positive place and not as a negative place where you're putting people down, you're projecting yourself as a different image than you are as a Link Crew leader. So I just want to take you through some of the social media that I picked up that I hope you can learn from. And remember, we always want to keep it positive because we did choose you as a Link Crew leader. And we definitely believe in you, and we want to always, always, always keep it positive. These are 2 quick quotes from Facebook. Just remember to always project positivity because you never know who is looking. Just remember, as a Link Crew leader, or really just a human in general, you shouldn't be displaying things on Facebook or any social media that degrade or bully other people. And also just understand that you shouldn't really putting acronyms like WTF or anything other like that because yes, we all do know what that means, and yes, it is inappropriate. Social media is also all about perception and how you're seen. So you might be one way in school and you might be posting pictures like this that really do paint a different picture. So what Coach K is saying here is she had a wild night, didn't get home till 2 a.m., and that soda was a lot stronger than I thought it would be. When you look at this picture, it looks like she wasn't drinking soda or anything like that. So really take a close look at pictures you're posting on the internet and if they really do give out a positive perception or a negative perception. For the record, I go to bed at 8 p.m. Finally, we're going to ask you to step outside your comfort zone and try some new things. We're going to be asking you to sing, dance,
do some team building activities, all these things that we're going to ask you as well as you're going to be asking your freshmen to do throughout the year. But I figured the best way to show you how to step outside your comfort zone is show you a video I did on a Carnival cruise in front of 1,000 people. I'm not a singer and I'm certainly not a dancer, but I got up on stage and I did it. So enjoy my show.
Quite often considered to be the queen of Latin music. Next up, put your hands together for Kristen Kahler. That's Gloria Estefan. Let's hear it for Miss Gloria Estefan.
That's the end of this overview. Next, you will be taking the short quiz. Make sure you turn it in on time. You don't want to get your first strike. And then you can move on to lesson 1. Have a great year, Link Crew Leaders.